welcome back to that handicapping show. I'm Novak, and I'm joined today by Ellis Starr from Equibase, and we are going to run down the Los Alamitos Futurity. It's $500,000, a mile and a 16th for the 2-year-olds, and this race was run 33 times at Hollywood Park.
Yes, it was.
But first time ever at Los Al, and we have, of course, Bob Baffert coming in with a chance to win a record. Well, he already has won a record 6 editions of the race, going for his 7th victory with Dortmund. Is that how you pronounce it?
Dortmund or Dortmund.
Okay.
So, who knows where you put the accent?
Who knows? Well, we're going to go with Dortmund. So he's in here. Mr. Z is in here. But Ellis, you're looking at a horse that is neither one of those.
Neither one of those. It is a really good race. Unfortunately, it drew 5. I kind of kidded, it's $500,000. Maybe if they gave $1 million, they'd get 3. But in any event, this time of year, we get what we get. But I like firing line a little bit. A line of David colt, very interesting. You don't see very many line of Davids right now yet, but he's very impressive. He was, in his debut, he was well regarded. First time after Simon Callahan sent to post as a favorite, and he ran badly, and then he really redeemed himself next time out.
Alrighty, and he's a $240,000 Keeneland April purchase. You mentioned Simon Callahan, and he's owned by Arnold Zetcher. So those are some good connections. He won very nicely, like you mentioned, 4 1/4 lengths.
Yeah, it was. In his second start, he was the heavy favorite. It was closing day at Del Mar, and he was very professional. He set off the pace, no bad start this time under Mike Smith, and just drew away, had gas left in the tank. Now, Smith does leave to ride Mr. Z, but I got no problem with Bayerano getting on, and I just think in his 3rd start, he might just peak here.
All right. Well, taking a look at a couple of others in here, I did mention Dortmund, and that horse has been highly spoken of, and why is that? He's
a buzz horse. He's just typical of Baffert at Santa Anita at the fall meet. Got a lot of buzz and won easily, and then he shipped him to Kentucky the weekend of, I think it was the weekend. It was the weekend weekend of the Kentucky Jockey Club. And he didn't run in those races. He ran an allowance race, and he demolished the 12-horse field by 8 lengths and got a lot of buzz. It was a 1-turn mile, but it was a good effort.
And this horse races for Kaleem Shah. He's a $140,000 Fasig-Tipton May purchase, and a son of Big Brown, who didn't do too bad in the Kentucky Derby. And of course, this race is on the road to the Kentucky Derby, and so the winner will get 10 points for the qualifying spot in the gate.
Absolutely. And Dortmund, as well as No Problem, are supplemented in the race, and that's actually costing them a pretty good amount of money. It's $12,500 additional over the other starters who had entered before, between extra starting fees and extra fees to enter the gate.
So very highly regarded horse coming in here for Bob Baffert. I'm going to take a look at one of his well-known rivals, which would be Mr. Dwayne Lucas, coming in with Mr. Z. This is the only horse in the field who has been a mile and a 16th before.
Right.
Now, he hasn't quite been able to get the job done in recent times, but he has been running in what you would consider the toughest company of anybody in this race. He was second by a nose in the Delta Jackpot to the undefeated Ocho Ocho Ocho. And it's interesting because Smith rode Ocho 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 in the Delta Jackpot and gets the mount here on Mr. Z. But he is an interesting contender by Malibu Moon, and he was also second in the Breeders' Futurity, and second in the Saratoga Special, and second in the Sanford earlier on in his career. So he has a little bit of seconditis going on there.
Yeah, but his 4 second-place finishes clear all came in graded stakes, so you can't knock him. And he did really run well enough to win last time out. It was a tough defeat to Ocho Ocho Ocho. He was making up ground the entire last 16th. It is interesting, as you pointed out, that Smith rides Mr. Z after riding Ocho 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 and getting off firing line, assuming that's what he did, to ride as well. So if you like Mike Smith, this is the horse to take a look at.
Mr. Z races for Zayat Stables. So who do you think is going to be the favorite? Mr. Z? Am I picking the chalk again?
No, I think Dortmund's going to be the favorite.
Okay, good. That's fine with me.
Baffert gets the money.
Okay, Baffert gets the money. Now, you and I are all on the same horses, just in different order. So give us your top picks. And how would you play the race if you were actually going to play it here?
Well, it's very interesting to say that because, of course, with a 5-horse field, you're not going to get a lot of value for a win bet. I would probably bet firing line at 2 to 1 or better in this position. I usually don't take lower odds, but I would. This is also our Equibase race of the week with some detailed analysis on our site, and I think that's what the recommendation is going to be. As far as other bets, I wouldn't probably play any exactas or anything in this race. For pick 3s and other multi-race bets, you really just want to take one horse here and take a shot. I wouldn't use the 3 unless you have a horse at 7 or 8 to 1 or better in the races around this.
Alrighty, well, you're going with Firing Line. I'm going with Mr. Z. We'll both toss Dortmund in the middle there and see how it turns out.
Yes, we will.
Alrighty, well, this is the last episode of the Handicapping Show for the year. We'll come back in 2015 in January and get the analysis started there for a brand new season.
It's going to be a big year next year. Looking forward to it.
Alrighty, thanks so much, as always, to Briss for the PPs. Ellis, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Claire.
All right, thank you for watching that Handicapping Show.